This is an extract from BBC Radio 4 Today programme on 12th August 2023, and the presenter is Michelle Hussein.
Tom, thank you very much. Across Ukraine, there will now be new officials in charge of military conscription and the military recruitment system. The removal of all those who had been doing the job came after news that 33 officials are facing corruption charges, including accepting bribes, allegations of accepting bribes. Ukraine has had other significant corruption allegations previously, and President Zelensky is clearly conscious of the need to clean up the country's reputation at a time when it is in receipt of significant international assistance because of the war with Russia. Yuri Sak joins us, advisor to the Ukrainian Defense Minister. Welcome back to the program, Mr. Sak.
Good morning, Michelle.
First of all, give us an idea of the kinds of incidents being investigated that have led to these corruption charges.
Like you said, Michelle, these officials of military recruitment centers across Ukraine, they are under criminal investigations for accepting bribes and illegal enrichment. And this move by the president is a sign of zero tolerance to corruption. Mind you, fighting corruption has begun in Ukraine long before the large-scale invasion by Russia, and this is exactly why in 2014 there was a revolution of dignity. So now, at the time of war, when thousands of our soldiers are sacrificing their lives for the future of Ukraine, this has outraged the society, and this logically has outraged the president. This is why he's making this move.
But the kinds of things they're thought to have accepted bribes for, is that for allowing people, for example, who were within fighting age to avoid fighting or to leave the country?
That's one of the categories of these accusations. There was also other types of misconduct and criminal illegal enrichment. But yes, indeed, this is one of the issues that is a problem.
Why does President Zelensky think that replacing them with people who've served on the front line solves the problem of corruption?
Well, because one of the important things is to maintain the trust of the Ukrainian people in the system of recruitment. And of course, when we are seeing that President is taking this issue very seriously and is bringing into account those who are responsible, this will rebuild the trust, and this will, be a very inspiring move.
But people who've served on the front line aren't immune, are they, from being tempted to be corrupt? That change is not a system of checks and balances. It's just a change of personnel.
Well, first of all, people who have served on the front lines, they have seen with their own eyes the cost of freedom, the cost of this war. So this is, in a way, a vaccination from corruption. But second of all, there is also a system of law enforcement agencies in place, and it is actually thanks to their investigations that 33 people stand now accused of these allegations. But at the same time, 112 other criminal investigations are underway with respect to these officials, and this cleanup reform will continue.
Yes, but you'd accept, wouldn't you, that it's particularly important, and the fact that we've had successive anti-corruption drives and the allegations keep coming. It's far from ideal at a time when, well, you can see the US alone has given more than $40 billion worth of assistance to Ukraine. The UK's committed nearly £5 billion. The EU's commitment is similar. There is a serious point in this in which the lack of complete confidence in these systems in Ukraine could affect the flow of funds.
This is exactly why such decisions are taken, and bad apples in the system are identified, and measures are taken to ensure that we eradicate corruption, because we understand that we are aspiring to be a member of the European Union, we're aspiring to be a member of NATO, we receive a lot of military support and financial support from our partners, for which we are grateful. So this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable on so many levels, and this this will come to an end thanks to the decisions like the one that was taken by the president.
It does seem to touch many different types of officials, doesn't it? Including there have been allegations against judges. So the military recruiters are just the latest set of officials that we've heard allegations about.
Indeed, Michelle, there have been members of parliament who have recently been accused of different illegal enrichment activities. There have been judges, there have been other officials. And look, we are conscious that we have this legacy which we have to deal with. And I think it's very inspiring that despite the war, we still find resources and we still pay attention to these issues, and we continue our transformation, and we continue to fight corruption, because fighting corruption is part of the future of Ukraine, for which we are fighting now and giving our lives for.
Yuri Sak, thank you very much.
It is 22 minutes to 8. Our programme is guest edited.
So, it sounds like there's been corruption drives ever since 2014. It sounds like there's corruption that goes from the top of government all the way through to judges, through the judiciary, all the way through to the bloke on the street. They can't recruit enough, so now they're moving in the army to recruit people. And they're trying to paint Zelensky as some sort of hero for upholding the rule of law, which sounds slightly odd, really. Still, there we go.